Hi, I'm Keira and I'm a biology major here at Syracuse University, and I study the links between behavioral state, group state, and call rate in humpback whales. So first we start in the Gulf of Maine, where we suction cup biolog tag all of our whales, and this will collect audio, video, and kinematic data. From there we can determine their behavioral states. So I looked at 3 of them: feeding, traveling, and resting. And then I cross-compared that with the calls that happened during these behavioral states. After that, I divided it into 2 groups, alone whales and group whales, and we saw some really interesting data. We expected a lot higher call rates in feeding and in group whales, but we actually saw quite a few contradictions to that. So, as expected, we did see very high call rates in feeding. We can assume that that's because they're coordinating their movements, but what we didn't expect is we saw very high call rates in lone whales as well as group whales. We didn't expect lone whales because we figured if they're by themselves, who could they possibly be talking to? Well, that just means that their calls that they're making are probably to coordinate prey, as opposed to just coordination and communication with other whales. So they're probably making some really loud sounds in order to scare the fish in certain movements. My most significant finding here is that we saw very high call rates in alone whales during traveling, which we didn't expect at all. I mean, group whales had 0 to 1 calls per hour during this state. So what could they possibly be doing? We're assuming that they're talking and seeing who's around, who wants to meet up for lunch. And so these are what we call contact calls. So they're basically reaching out into the ocean to see what other whales might be nearby. And then, as we expected, we saw very low call rates during resting. This is probably because whales are sleeping or just having a very low activity state, so their need for calls are much lower. So understanding when these calls are important, so like feeding behaviors, can really help us understand when anthropogenic noise or human noise pollution impacts these behavioral states.